So, in logic, we don't always want to be writing it out in words. I mean, this is math. We don't like writing out words. So, we have a whole bunch of different symbols that we can use for these words and expressions that come up frequently. So, we know that our conditional statement is an if-then statement, and we've already been introduced to that arrow. So, our if-then statement is going to be symbolically represented by our arrow, which we've seen before. Another one we've seen before is that negate symbol. I didn't talk about it much in the last video, but our little squiggly here is telling us to negate it, to do the opposite of whatever we have to begin with. Our next one we're going to be introduced to is our if and only if. And that's going to come up when we see by conditional statements, which we'll talk about in a later video. Another one we will see is and that's when we're trying to put two statements together. Or, and therefore, which is our 3 dots here. Alright, you can try to remember and. I like to think of it as a capital A without the little line in between. And then or is just the opposite. So, we have an example here. If I am at the beach, then I will go swimming and play in the sand. So let's say I am at the beach is going to be our P. I will go swimming is going to be our Q. And let's make playing in the sand R. Alright, so we know that our arrow is our if then. So our arrow is going to create this if and the then. So we have P, arrow, Q. And that gets us, if I am at the beach, then I will go swimming. But we also want to play in the sand. So we need to throw in our and symbol. So that's going to be our one that looks like an A without the line in between. And an R. Alright, and I'm just going to put parentheses around these so we know that we want to do both of them. So, if I am at the beach, then I will go swimming and play in the sand. That's how you can write that symbolically.